Hi, I'm Dara, and in this video, I'll be building a long duration cycle test using FlexLogger and cDAQ. So with me, I have my cDAQ chassis, which has the thermocouple module, the sound and vibration module, as well as an analog output module for our fan speed control. And this is connected to our sound and vibration simulator. Right now, I'm open on FlexLogger, and I'm going to go ahead and start a new project to configure these channels onto FlexLogger. So I'm going to create a new project, and FlexLogger should automatically detect the cDAQ chassis that I've connected via USB to my computer. So as you can see, we can see the different modules that I have connected as well, and we can configure it now. So the first thing I'm going to be starting with is the NI 9234 module, and I'm going to be configuring the X and Y accelerations. So that I'll start with the analog input 0, and I'll label it as X acceleration. And I'm going to be changing the physical measurement to acceleration and changing the sensor class to voltage. I want to keep the rest of the settings the same, but I'm going to be changing the coupling to AC. And now I'm going to click done. And for the Y acceleration, if we didn't want to type and configure this again, I can go ahead and right click and then click copy, and then right click again and paste onto analog input 1 for the Y acceleration. And I'm just going to go ahead and rename this channel to Y acceleration. One final thing I want to configure is the tachometer on this 9234 module, and that will be an analog input 2. And I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I'm going to click tach out, change the physical measurement to acceleration again, change the sensor class to voltage, and I'm okay with all of these settings, so then I'm going to go ahead and click done. Now I want to configure the thermocouple. So the thermocouple is currently plugged into analog input 0, so I'm going to go ahead and click that channel, and I'm going to be naming it motor temp, change the physical measurement to temperature, and change the sensor class to thermocouple, and I'm going to be changing the units to degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to be leaving the rest of these settings the same, but you could change it based on what you have available. Now that we have these two modules set up, I wanted to show you how you could configure the different sample rates. So for the 9234, currently it's at a fast sample rate at 1000 Hertz, which I'm okay with since we need that fast data level. We can also configure what is fast, medium, or slow by clicking like so and changing the numbers right here. I'm going to go ahead and click X, and I like that the thermocouple module is at slow since temperature data does not change as often. Finally, I'm going to be setting up our fan speed control in our 9264 module. So that is currently at analog output 1, and I'm going to name that channel fan speed control, and change the physical generation to voltage, leave the signal range the same, and the output at 0 since the output is static, meaning there's no waveform generated, but we're going to be manually changing this later on in the other videos. Now I'm going to go ahead and click done. So in this video, we are able to configure channels for the thermocouple, accelerations, tachometer, and the fan speed control. In the next video, we'll be building our user interface to view the data and control outputs. Thank you for watching.